My name is Michelle McDonald.
My name's Chris McDonald.
And this is Liam McDonald. You want to say it on your talker?
My name is Liam.
Probably when he was about 6 months old, he just wasn't meeting the right milestones. He wasn't doing everything we thought he should be doing.
Sure.
So our pediatrician just asked if she could do some further testing because I was a little bit older when we had him. Anyway, we started out with Down syndrome and some other testing, and she did genetic testing for a while. We didn't get the Kleefstra diagnosis until he was 2.5.
Yeah, it's with Kleefstra, it seems that the earlier you start with therapies, the better. So with us not knowing until he was 2, sometimes we feel like we lost some time. But he's catching up. He's doing well. No, it was not expected. We went to the appointment with a geneticist, and she just straight out told us he has Kleefstra syndrome. Kind of briefly explained what it was. Didn't really give us much information about it because I don't think she knew a whole lot about it. But then, doing our own research and whatnot, we kind of found out what it's all about, what we needed to do. Tried to get into therapies as quickly as we could.
We had a lot of roadblocks. We had people shutting doors in our faces, and nobody would see him because they didn't know what Kleefstra syndrome was. So Chris and I moved to Tennessee we were in Texas, and we just couldn't go anywhere. We were seeing a speech therapist in Nashville, and he took a job with Vanderbilt, and it just opened some doors for us. So, and then we had a little hiccup with his ears, and we came to Boston for a second opinion, got established with multiple specialists here, and it's been wonderful.
That's great.
He's changed our lives. He's the best thing in our life. I can't find a negative about Liam. Sometimes he's a little monkey, but honestly, he's changed my life. He's made my life brighter. I couldn't even imagine him being any different.
Yeah, the Kleefstra clinic's been great.
Well, first off, I called the 800 number to set up my appointment. And then Zoe found out later that a Kleefstra family was trying to get in and she wasn't notified. And she was a little upset, but she's wonderful. So she stepped in and she's like, Michelle, let me help you so you don't have this headache. I didn't know I had, at that time, I don't know why, but I didn't realize that I could have somebody help me with all of that. Zoe stepped in and she got us into all of our specialists. She made all of our appointments. We came in on January of last year, and they had surgery scheduled for Liam within 2 months. And it was a surgery that I had been trying to get in Tennessee for 3 years. And after that surgery, Liam finally passed his first hearing test, and his sounds have come so far with his speech therapist. I mean, it's amazing. So the Boston Children's and the Kleefstra Clinic has gone above and beyond to make sure that we had what we needed. If I need an appointment, they've always been able to help us get it. When I needed information on genetics, they explained it to us to where we actually understood it. It wasn't in some medical terms, it was all in English. Something that a human can understand, any human, not just somebody with a medical degree. So I really appreciate what Zoe and Dr. Sid and Dr. Shira and Dr. Katz, we see Dr. Katz, I appreciate what all of them have done for us. It's been life-changing because I feel like we finally have quality care for Liam. He's getting what he needs.
Well, normally Liam goes to school. He goes for 4 hours every day. He's on summer break right now, of course. So normally get up, eat breakfast. We do some therapy at home of our own. He does some music therapy with bone conduction headphones. Do a little bit of physical therapy, trying to get him to feed himself and all that kind of stuff. He gets back from school, and most of the rest of his day is just kind of Liam being Liam. He loves to play with his superheroes. He's got a large collection of superheroes. Loves to play on his iPad. He downloads games and movies by himself. He even tries to buy movies.
Tries being the operative word there.
Well, he did buy one time.
Nice.
Yeah.
He shops on Amazon.
Okay.
And he sends
Liam's a big spender.
sends all the links to Grandma, and Grandma buys everything he asks for. He does speech OT and PT on Mondays. He has music therapy on Tuesdays, and he has horseback riding on Thursdays.
Horseback riding?
He does adaptive therapy.
How do you guys get involved with IDefine?
Southern Roots.
It was Southern Roots. When they first started it, there wasn't a lot of advertising about it, but another friend that was going told me about it, and so we went to the Southern Roots reunion, and that's how we kind of got connected with them. And then I was like, oh, wow. I mean, we had heard about it, but we didn't really know what it was all about because we were still in the old. There was another group that was helping with this when we went to the conference in 2018, but they kind of fizzled out. And then we met them at the Southern Roots, and we've just been kind of connected since. It's been nice because Jeff has done so much to bring community to everybody. And IDefine's really been big about bringing people together. It's kind of nice to feel like you have a family, you know, that when you're around them, like when Liam's acting like this, they don't care, you know. If we have a meltdown or he lays on the floor, kicks his shoes off, they don't care because they know that that's just part of it. You don't feel judged, and you don't feel, IDefine's brought us all together. It's made us a family. This has been a whole lot better than our conference in 18. It's felt more connected. I wasn't just newly diagnosed like I was in 2018, but I don't feel as overwhelmed. I feel like they've made a point to make new people feel welcome and help them to understand where they don't feel overwhelmed with the diagnosis, because it's very overwhelming when your child's first diagnosed.
Oh, man, it's great to see what they've done so far as research. You know, they've been raising so much money, all the different research stuff that they've been talking about that they're doing. You know, it's all kind of headed in the direction of trying to find a solution, trying to find a cure. We've been participating in some of the research. We did a skin test yesterday. We've done some blood work, doing genetic testing on that. They were interested in Liam in particular because he has only Kleefstra syndrome. Most of the other kids have other illnesses along with it, but Liam is just pure Kleefstra. He's only missing that one part of that gene. So they wanted to get a skin sample so they can create cell lines to actually do more research using that. So we've been involved that way.
Liam and him, well, he did blood work with Combined Brain, and IDefine asked us to do blood work, and they came to Chris's work and did it, and then Chris did Liam's blood work at the house. And then we were doing it with bioregistry here, and we try to provide as much as we can so that we can, I mean, that's the only way they're ever going to find out anything is if we participate in those studies. So we're trying really hard to, if they need us, we're here, and we want them to know we're here, and we want to help. So any way that we can, we try. Honestly, I just really want families to understand that if they see a kid, not all kids are the same. And every single Kleefstra kid, they're connected, but they have a different journey. So I don't want new families to ever be discouraged when they see a child that they're not sure about or they don't understand, because not every child's going to always have the same outcome. So they need to push in their journey, push for get early resources, get speech, OT, PT, get all of that up front, because the sooner you get help and you have people that help you, I think that it gives you a better outcome later and helps with your journey along the way. It's a lot of work, but I think that, these children they're blessings. Just remember, your journey's your journey is what I would tell a new person, is always think of it as your journey. Yes, all of us can help you, and we can help you along that journey, but ultimately it's always going to be a different outcome, because these children are all unique, even though they're the same.
Perfect.
I always think that give them the chance to do everything they can do. There's Kleefstra is such a wide spectrum. There are kids that are in wheelchairs that can't walk. There's one who has a bachelor's degree. So anything is possible. So especially with Liam, we try to get him as much therapy as we can, do everything we can to give him the opportunity to be all that he can be. And that's something that I would say to new people is give them every chance. They deserve it. They'll surprise us every day doing new things.
Look, say cheese.